A very warm good morning to everyone. Welcome to our online class of physics of class 10th. So, since we are already continuing with the first chapter, that is electricity of class 10th, so in this chapter already we had seen lots of topics, and today's like Ohm's law, the dependence of resistance, resistivity, and all. Sorry. Now today we are going to discuss one of the topic, the resistance of a system of resistors, that is the combination of resistors. In this we have to basically see the combination of resistors, and there are two methods of just joining the two resistors in a circuit. There is one is series combinations and the another one is parallel combination. So we'll learn in this video how to find out the equivalent resistance of the given circuit, either it is in series or parallel. But in today's video we are going to learn only for series combinations. So let's not waste more time and just start now. There are two methods or ways of combination of resistors. It is either series combinations or parallel combination. Let us try to understand these combinations in detail and learn how to find out equivalent resistance of the combination of different resistors, as I had already discussed about these things with you people. Now just trying to write all the things in a proper way so that the viewers must understand the things, the contents. Okay, let's move on now. So we are moving on to directly to our topic, that is resistors in series. Now we are trying to join the resistors in series, and then we'll try to find out the equivalent resistance of the given circuit and try to convert the given combination of resistors, that is the given circuit, in only one circuit. Okay, moving on. Let us take a circuit in which three resistors of resistances R1, R2 and R3 are connected in series, and an ammeter and voltmeters are also connected as shown in circuit, with a battery of V volt and a plug key. Now all of you can see the circuit here. We are having the circuit. It is quite clear to everyone, and I'm trying to take the reference basically from the NCERT book, so all of you can see this. I had taken the battery of just a second, battery of V volt, battery of V volt. So there is an ammeter, and I am trying to put it. Okay, now the key is on. Okay, so here it goes, like we have taken three resistors R1, R2 and R3, all are joined in series, like end-to-end combinations are there, and I had joined the voltmeter, it means separately to all the resistors, so that we can find out the potential drop across each resistors, because experimentally it is verified that the potential is going to be distributed among the resistors joined in series, but not going to be distributed in parallel combinations. So that we'll discuss in detail in our next class. Okay, moving on now. So, and in series combination the current will remain same. So experimentally it has been also observed that we will just put the ammeters at different points in the circuit, and then we can get the different observe the values of current in ammeter, and we'll find that at all the points in this circuit in the series combination we'll get the same current throughout. So I had written that also. Experimentally it was found that the current flowing through the resistors connected in series will be same by joining the ammeter at different points in circuit, but potential difference, that is voltage, across the ends of each resistor will be different. So it means, as I had discussed with you people, potential is going to be distributed among all the resistors, and there occurs a potential drop across the ends of the resistor. Now we are going to understand this thing. This is very simple thing now. So we can conclude that the resistors are through which the same current flows will be in series. So this is one of the thing that to find out or to solve the critical complicated circuits, that if you find that any two resistors are there and they are having the same type of current or same value of current, so it means they are in series, but having different current, so they are not in series. And you can just identify with the help of potential also. If they are having same potential, so they are in parallel. If they are having different potentials, they are in series. Okay, coming on. Now simplifying the circuit, this is the circuit. I had simplified it now, and now from this circuit of three resistors, I had just withdrawn or made one circuit of equivalent resistance. Okay, now let's move on. In series combination, the voltage across each resistor will be different, across the ends of each resistor will be different. Therefore V is going to be distributed V1 plus V2 plus V3. Now we have to use Ohm's law. Using Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. You people have already know this thing. We get I R equivalent in place of V, that indicates the total voltage. So I R equivalent I had substituted there, and now V1 is V1 as IR1, V2 as IR2, and V3 as IR3. If you see the circuit, then you will get it more easily. See the just a minute. The voltage across resistor 1 is V1, voltage across resistor 2 is V2, voltage across resistor 3 is V2. Sorry, it should be V3. Let me correct it. Okay, so it should be V3. It has been V3 now. So from there only we are just trying to simplify this equation, and we had got it. This is our V, and here only one resistor is there, so that's why the whole voltage is going to be distributed. It means for this resistor only. So now we will move on. Using Ohm's law, V is equal to IR, we get IR equivalent. The same thing I'm again repeating. So now we had converted IR1, IR2, IR3 from the Ohm's law, because V is equal to IR, so it is going to be applied on each and every resistor. We are applying it via IR1, IR2, IR3. I is going to be same, so here also I is going to be same. I taken out common, so I and I will be cancelled, and finally we will get our required result, that is R equivalent is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. So finally we got it. Now hence in series combination, the equivalent resistance will be equal to the sum of resistance of each resistor. So we discussed this. Let us go for a very simple problem. Okay, now coming here, one question I had written, and just let us try to finish it fastly. Question number 1: an electric lamp whose resistance is 20 ohm and a conductor of 4 ohm resistance are connected to a 6 volt battery as shown in figure. Calculate. Now three things we have to calculate here: the total resistance of the circuit, the current through the circuit, and the potential difference across the electric lamp and the conductor. So we have to find out the potential difference across the conductor. This is the 4 ohm conductor and this is the 20 ohm lamp. So first of all we have to find out the total resistance of the circuit, then current through the circuit, and then potential difference across the electric lamp and conductor. So solving the question, it is quite clear from the figure that the conductor and lamp are connected in series. Okay, now solving the first one. Total resistance is equal to 4 plus 20 is equal to 24 ohm. It's quite easy. We are knowing from the previous result that resistors in series should be joined should be added simply, and then we can get the equivalent resistance. So that's why simply adding 4 plus 20 is equal to 24 ohm. Okay, now moving on, the current through the circuit. Now here we are going to use the Ohm's law. The current I is equal to V by R, we know, and here the V is 6 volt and the total resistance is 24 ohm. So V by R 6 by 24 is equal to 0.25 ampere. So we had got the current also through the circuit. Now this is the total current flowing through the circuit. It means this current will flow across the 4 ohm conductor also and 20 ohm lamp also. We have to, you should keep this thing in your mind that this same current is going to flow through both the things. Okay, there should be no confusion in this thing. If you get confused with this, so the problem will be very hard for you. Now don't get confused. Okay, the last thing, resistance of the lamp is equal to 20 ohm, electric current is equal to 0.25 ampere. So we had got both the things. Now we have to find out potential difference across the electric lamps, that is IRL, simply using the Ohm's law here also. So we have to find out the voltage, that is potential difference. So 0.25 into 20 is equal to 5 volt. We got it across the lamp. Now we have to find out across the conductor. Resistance of conductor is equal to 4 ohm, electric current is equal to 0.25 ampere. Potential difference is equal to IR using the Ohm's law, from the Ohm's law, is equal to 0.25 into 4 is equal to 1 volt. I hope so that the contents must be clear to everyone. Okay, so that's it for today. The parallel combinations we are going to discuss in our next video. Thank you all.